Hi, today I'm going to show you how I enable the use of the back button on Android devices within my WebView HTML apps. This guide will build on my previous tutorial where I demonstrated how to quickly build and begin debugging your HTML games and apps on Android. If you haven't seen that tutorial yet, I'll link it in the description below. Hey guys, David here, also known as Dekita RPG. I'll be making lots of DIY tech and programming tutorial videos in the future, so if you like that kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. Today I'm going to be building on my previous tutorial by hooking into the Android back button so I can control how it functions during the lifespan of my app. This allows me to use the back button to change pages or scenes within my app's JavaScript environment, as well as restrict its functionality entirely. So to get started, I first load my previous app project. As I want to use the back button from within my JavaScript environment, I add some private variables into my JavaScript interface class. This class is passed through to the app's WebView object later, which allows the functions to be accessed using JavaScript code. The first variable is a boolean that will be used to determine if the app will allow the back button's normal functionality when it's pressed, which is to exit the app. The second variable is another boolean that will be used to flag if the back button was pressed. After these variables are defined, I create some functions to control and use them. The first function I call setCanGoBack. This function is prefixed with the @JavaScript interface declaration. This will allow the function to be available from within the JavaScript environment later on to allow or restrict the default behaviour of the back button. The second function I call wasBackButtonPressed. When called, this function will return a boolean value for if the back button was pressed since the last time this function was called. You can see from the function's code that the flag is reset to false before returning the current value of the flag. Then I create a third new function for the JavaScript interface class. This third function will be used to force exit the application. This can be used for closing the app even if the back button's functionality has been changed to stop that behaviour. After these functions have been defined, I leave my custom JavaScript interface class and scroll down to below the main activities on create function. Below on create, I overwrite another one of the default Android app functions, this time on back pressed. As you can likely tell from its name, this function controls the logic of the back button when it's pressed and the app is opened. Within the newly overwritten onBackPressed function, I first set the wasBackPressed flag in my JavaScript interface class to true. Remember, this flag will reset back to false after the wasBackButtonPressed function within the JavaScript interface class is called. Then I check to make sure that the WebView object exists and is currently focused. I restrict the back button's regular functionality based on the canGoBack variable from the JavaScript interface class. If the app's WebView isn't focused, I have no idea how the back button could be pressed, but just in case, I allowed the app to go back like normal, which should exit the app. Now all the code has been defined within the app. All that's left to do is decide how to use the back button within the app's JavaScript environment. I decided to use the popular RPG Maker MV engine to demonstrate. I've got a small plugin for the RPG Maker engine, however this is just raw JavaScript, so the approach can easily be applied to regular HTML web page apps. In my plugin code, I have defined two main functions: is Android object available, which returns a boolean based on if the Android object is available. The Android object is just a chosen name for the JavaScript interface class that gets passed to the WebView that's running the JavaScript. The second main function is check Android back button was pressed. This does exactly as its name suggests, and if the Android object isn't available, this function will always return false. After these two main functions are defined, I alias some of the default RPG Maker Engine's JavaScript functions for game windows and scenes. This was done to allow the app to exit like normal when the back button is pressed during the title scene, but if it's pressed during the game map or a game menu, it will go back menu pages or bring up a prompt to ask the user if they would like to exit the app. Overall, these small changes make the app experience feel like it's much more tailored towards the Android device. Coupled with the other features from my previous tutorial, you should now be able to easily vibrate the user's device, pop toast messages on the device, as well as control the logic of the back button. All of this can now be done from within the WebView's JavaScript environment. So, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I hope you found the information to be valuable, and if you liked the video, make sure to comment and subscribe so you don't miss more videos from me in the future. I'm David from DekitaRPG.com, and you are awesome. Bye.